100 years is a brief, passing moment in the life of a redwood tree. Yet 100 years marks a significant milestone in protecting redwood forests and connecting people to their peace and beauty. In the wake of the 1849 gold rush, an explosive demand for lumber devastated what were once vast coast redwood forests. And on the west slopes of the Sierra Nevada mountains, nearly a third of giant sequoias were cut to the ground. Though at the dawn of the 20th century, many agreed that some places on Earth were so special that they must be saved. Those dedicated to protecting the coast redwoods worked tirelessly to launch the world's only conservation group devoted to the permanent protection of redwoods throughout their natural range. Women were an influential force in the League's establishment. Placing themselves in the path of loggers, they employed environmental activism techniques that were decades ahead of their time. Ancient redwoods are still standing today, in large part because Save the Redwoods League purchased them. Together with generous supporters and tireless partners, they spent 100 years acquiring and protecting these ancient treasures. As the League's founders developed the tools of land conservation, they sparked a cultural shift in the country. A recognition that the value of these remarkable forests extends well beyond their commercial potential.
I don't think that the world needs any more freeways. I think pretty soon you're just going to end up with a bunch of roads with no place to go on them.
Redwoods are emblematic of the American landscape, treasured for the intrinsic value of their forests and the spiritual benefits of a simple walk in the woods. Over the past century, Save the Redwoods League has protected over 200,000 acres of redwood forest and created 66 redwood parks visited by millions of people every year. With old-growth redwoods safeguarded, we now turn our attention to the second-growth redwoods we can heal. Our Centennial vision involves regenerating these younger forests to the scale and grandeur that once graced the California coast, and help reimagine the redwood experience to engage a new generation of visitors. As we celebrate a century of redwood conservation, we look towards the future and begin the first essential steps in creating the redwood forests of tomorrow. Stand for the redwoods. Stand for the future. 100 years is just the beginning.